Hi, I'm Toby Earl with previews of next week's big soap storylines. First, it's Albert Square. Phil reels like a drunk after a power plate session when a social worker reveals that Lisa wants contact with Louise. Yes, that Lisa, the one who shot him. Louise is alarmed and wants to know who the stranger was and whether she's going back into care. Don't worry, love, you won't have to wait long. Phil assures her there's no chance of that. Why, what could be a better home than the Mitchell household? But he insists that Lisa is unstable and shouldn't be allowed anywhere near them. Somehow I think that argument won't wash, not in a soap that races through storylines like a Mitchell brother through scalp polish. There's worse in store for Phil and Peggy when they visit Ben and find him bruised and beaten, and they feel completely helpless. On a cheerier note, it's Libby's birthday this week. Woohoo! And a more downbeat celebration you couldn't imagine. She's just buried her mum, and Patrick gives her a locket with a picture of Denise inside. Cheers, Grandad. That'll take her mind off things. Next, it's Weatherfield. Poor Fizz. All she wants back is the convicted kidnapper she fell in love with. Whatever happened to that twisted weirdo she loved? Instead, John continues his double life. But Colin turns up and tells John he knows everything, courtesy of Charlotte, who's delighting in the drama. Next, irate ex-Ben arrives at number 5, wanting to know where Colin is, so Fizz gives him the address. Before long, Colin shows up, beaten, and tells John that Ben has warned him to leave town, but he needs money, and either John coughs up or he goes to the police. Next day, John gives Colin 500 quid he's borrowed off Charlotte, but it's not enough, and he decides to call the old bill. There's a scuffle, and as John tries to snatch the phone, Colin collapses, dead. Don't you hate it when that happens? Lewis changes his tune about Audrey's Greek plans when she tells him she's willing to pay for it. But the cad is skint when he generously offers to pay for a holiday in Greece to recce Audrey's dream. So, Deirdre, you don't want to turn your back in the bookies. You really don't. Don't say we didn't warn you. Finally, it's Emmerdale. Something smells a bit wrong in the woods near Home Farm, but it smells quite good to Sam's dog. Ugh. Sam's horrified when he digs up a body, Mark's body. But what's this? Why is Nathan scurrying away with a shovel? A terrified Natasha's called back from holiday, and she struggles to tell Maisie and Will that their father's dead. Maisie quickly realises police think her family was involved in Mark's death, and they're questioned, with Nathan's nasty temper landing him under arrest. Nathan tries to tell the police that it was Ryan or Faye, but they don't buy it. But nor do they have concrete proof about Nathan, so they have to let him go. The Wilds aren't a supportive bunch though, and Nathan tells Natasha, "Divert the blame from me or you're going down." Such a loving son. And it's the end of an era when Marlon tells the Dingles that Shadrach has died. Hats off to the old soak. He's going to leave a big hole in the wool-packed till.